What's the most important meal of the day? Story by u/VGGTR73. Mama always said breakfast was the most important meal of the day. Even when she got sick, she made sure we had a good breakfast and something different every day. We'd wake up on weekends to the smell of bacon, or maybe sweet rolls in the oven. Even during the week, Mama always made sure we at least had a bowl of cereal or oatmeal before school. We always had 4 to 5 kinds of cereal so we could always have variation. Mama loved breakfast. Today I poured me and Joel some Cheerios in our bowls. We had that yesterday, and I wanted oatmeal or eggs, but we were out. We were out of almost everything except a couple cans of soup and a couple boxes of cereal. We had cereal all day yesterday because the only soup left was split pea and some tomato, which we both hated. After we ate, it was Joel's turn for the dishes. We went to bed so early yesterday, we slept a long time and it was still dark this morning. We tried to watch TV, but even though the power was on today, all that was on every channel was the repeating warning about staying inside and avoiding other people so you didn't get infected. Sometimes that Dr. Guy would come on and explain that it was a virus and there was no medicine for it yet, but they were working on it. Dad said he would be back early morning today with more food and some tools for digging. I double-checked and made sure he had circled today, Tuesday, on the calendar. I had crossed out Sunday the night he left, and Monday yesterday before I went to bed, to make sure I wouldn't forget. We had to get Mama in the ground today. The basement was starting to smell. So me and Joel went out to see what we could find as soon as it started getting light. Dad said it was okay to borrow stuff now from people because if they were too sick to try to stop us, they weren't going to need the stuff anyway. We went down to Mr. King's house by the state road. Him and his wife would always let us have eggs from his chickens, and sometimes me or Dad would mow his lawn. I figured he wouldn't mind taking a few eggs now especially, and maybe even some of the corn he grew. Mr. King's yard was quiet. We couldn't even hear the chickens, but we could see him walking back and forth with a bucket to the hen house. He didn't look so good, was walking real slow, and he was all dirty. He didn't even look up at us when we walked up. He was making the same pattern over and over. He would start from his favorite perch on the top stair of his porch, legs dangling down the stairs. After a few seconds he would stand up, walk to the hose and fill the bucket, walk to the coop and dump the bucket into the trough, walk back and put the bucket back, and then sit back down on the step. By the time we got close, we saw him do it 6 or 7 times. He must have been doing it for a while because the whole area was thick with mud. His dog Ty was drinking out of the trough and he looked full and healthy. Told Joel I guess I knew where the chickens went. Up close, I could see he was sick like Mom had been thin because he had forgotten to eat, tired like Mom cause he had started doing something and never remembered to stop. He wouldn't stop until he died. Now, I looked at Joel and he was staring at Mrs. King on her porch. She had half fallen out of her chair. Looks like she was knitting a blanket when she started forgetting. Part of her arm was red and bloody. Joel threw up and said it wasn't the chickens keeping the dog fat. I yelled at Mr. King to stop and help his wife. He didn't look up at me. Ty growled though. Ty never growled at people. Mr. King said strangers could come in and steal the TV and Ty would be happy to see them and sad to see them leave. Joel and I decided to go. Around the corner on the state road, there were a couple more houses. Our little road was all gravel and kind of hard to see if you didn't know it was there, so people usually left us alone. On the big road though, you could see all the houses were standing open. Dad said people had looted even all the way out here, cause they panicked when the president came on TV the 3rd time. The first time the president came on he said the virus was kind of like that old timer's disease where you would start to forget things, and then when it got worse you would only want to do one thing. He said scientists didn't know where it started but were working on a cure. The second time he came on he said that it was important to keep calm and to try to limit contact with other people so it didn't spread. That's when the news started showing the first riots and stuff. The last time he came on he said something about America being great, that scientists were still working on it, and God having mercy on our souls. Then they stopped showing anything on TV except the warnings.